evening, good morning, and good afternoon, and welcome to the seventh edition of our African Team Heroine Talk Show, which is under our African Women Leadership Journey, brought to you by Girl for Tech and Innovation Africa. Our African Women Leadership Journey is a program which welcomes women and men in STEAM to tell us more about what they do and how to tell us more about what they do and how they do it and they have what they have achieved in their particular fields. Today, we are honored to host Miss Amoya Andrea Ewi from France, who is an actuary and mathematical engineer. She will tell us more about herself and how and what she is doing and how it's connected to STEAM. Thank you, Andrea, for joining us today.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here with you. I hope you can see me well.
Yes. Please, Andrea, can you tell us more about yourself and what you do as an actuary and mathematical engineer?
Okay, so I'm Andrea Ewi. I'm 26 and I'm a mathematical engineer and an associate actuary from the French Actuarial Institute. So what is an actuary? An actuary is actually a mathematical expert, who can say, in banking and insurance company. In insurance, in general, we work to assess the risks our company are taking. So, for example, we can compute the price you should pay for your insurance, knowing some info about you. And to do this, we are going to use kind of a mathematical approach and algorithm to assess what is the best price for you. In my case, specifically, I work in credit insurance, which is a kind of midway between insurance and banking. And I work to assess which company in our portfolio will go bankrupt or will not be able to pay what they owe to other company. So with that, I need to assess what will be the cost for us as credit insurer, and that's it. So mainly we can say that in general, this job is about predicting the future based on mathematical concepts. I hope it's fully clear. Don't hesitate if you have any question. So how do you feel as an African woman in this field, which is still male dominated? Yes, of course, it's quite male dominated. I feel quite lucky, specifically to have had the proper information at the time to pursue that kind of career, because first, it's not well known as a job. And even in high school, then in engineer school, we were not a lot of girls, reducing then the final proportion of women in this career. So anyway, I would say that I'm mostly proud to talk about it, to kind of demystify it a bit, and make a statement about the fact that it's not only a boy's job. So mathematics are done for everyone. And you can also do your job, and you can also make a career of it. So question 3, why is this important to have more young African girls pursuing mathematical or STEM-related courses? First, I would say, like any career, this constitutes an opportunity for young girls to reach their autonomy, their future autonomy, that's for sure. And then, secondly, I would say that with mathematical or STEM-related courses, we are really able to reach or create more tech industries in the continent. So this is quite an opportunity for young African girls to actively take part in innovations in the continent, I would say. And to put it in a nutshell, if we want more gender equality in our continent, it's quite a good leverage to achieve this. What can we do to demystify mathematics for our young African girls to love it? Well, the key for me was a good teacher, that's for sure. It took one good teacher, one good professor to through my entire school, to my entire school process to like mathematics. So I always say they have the keys to unlock potential and careers. We need to first have more qualified and passionate professor because well the passion is quite contagious. So this is the first key, and I would also say that it's important to have more example of real life. So for me it was a distant relative that was an actuary, and that's how I knew this career, and that gave me the will to pursue the same career. And also, I would say that we need more concrete example because the theory in STEM and mathematics is quite important, but with concrete example, we can more understand the logic and the importance of STEM and mathematics in our daily life. So, for example, programs such as this one, I also quite a good way to make the promotion of it. Thank you. So, question 5. How STEM programs could effectively contribute to the future of humanity and the empowerment of African girls? So, first, to contribute to the future of humanity, I would say that STEM programs always contributed to the future of humanity. In general, it helps rise innovations, and innovation is what got us here. So at this era, we have internet, we have smartphones, we have drones, etc. But this is mostly due to STEM's related programs. And what's next for humanity? Um, we could say that without being too idealistic, it might be more, we might have more alternative energy sources, we might have a way to feed all humanity without overproduction, and so many other innovations that could help humans with our current and, of course, future challenges. And with STEM programs, we prepare young minds to face these challenges. So regarding the empowerment of young girls, this program could really help them to sit in the future, to have a seat in the future that we are building for our continent. So that's it for me. Question 6. What challenges and bias have you faced as an African woman in STEM, and how have you overcome them? First I studied in France, so the first challenge I would say would be to be away from everything and everyone that I knew, but mostly in STEM programs. I would say a difficulty was the fact that the programs are quite large. So a lot of different concepts, there's a lot of different concepts to understand and to master, and some of them could be less intuitive for me at first. And to overcome this, the will was the most important, the most important thing that I had, and also the support of my family. At work, I would say, as one of the few African women in my field, I would say that there was kind of imposter syndrome. We are not that many African women, so I was kind of helped with a mentor that was more experienced than me. We had regular calls to guide me through this career and help me understand that I was perfect for my job. So I hope this is good. as the answer. So, question 7. What advice do you have for girls out there who would like to pursue a career in the field of mathematics or STEM? Easy, I would just say go for it. Go for it. There is nothing too complicated, and mostly with enough will and support also, because it's quite important. Anyone can do it. So that would be my main message I will have. What is the only thing you would like people to remember about the actuary and mathematical engineer you have? I would say you could remember that my job is to use mathematics to predict the future, and also it's something that I'm passionate about, and if I could do it, if I was able to do this, then you can all pursue this kind of career. I hope it's clear enough.
Thank you, Andrea. I have two comments. Passion is the key, and she is beautiful and brilliant. I
Thank
hope
you.
these two comments will help young women, African, to pursue a career in STEM and subject related. On behalf of Girl for Tech and Innovation Africa, I wish to thank you, Andrea, for being with us today. We are so grateful for your time and input made during this conversation. It's our fervent hope that your thoughts will help shape and inspire more women and young girls to love mathematics and embrace STEM related courses. To our cherished viewer and participants, I want to thank you all for being part of us today. Stay safe and be blessed. Thank you.
Thank you.